God's divine order that we are here now. Probably couldn't get any closer than this if you were on the island itself of Manhattan. What they are doing now is they're taking people and putting them on the ferries where the Staten Island ferry is, and they're bringing them over here to Jersey City, and the ambulances are taking them to the Jersey hospital. I'm going to try to move in to where the ambulances are picking up bodies and survivors. You see that boat moving out? Those are ferry boats, tour boats, and I would imagine they're just running back and forth.
I mean, to be really low radar, that means they was going to scoop and top of people's houses, okay?
No.
And nobody would call and complain?
The ocean terminal, and it came in probably only a few hundred feet off the ground, and then it veered off and clobbered the side of the building.
Because I'm saying it had to scoop over people.
Oh, yeah.
He said it had to come in.
That's what she said. Because as soon as she saw the World Trade, the first one burning, she said, you know what? I wonder if we got another terrorist attack going on. And then shortly after that, the second one got hit. And then we heard the Pentagon.
Right.
Then we heard the White House.
The state house.
The State House.
And
But the West Wing of the White House too, they said. There was a fire back there too. I don't know if that was a plane, but they said there was something they had
Pennsylvania.
They've
evacuated
been talking
the
as
West
many
Wing.
as 3 planes in Pennsylvania.
But they claim there's 8 planes missing.
Yeah, there's 8 planes missing, 7 we know of and 1 unaccounted for.
Wonder what happened.
I just, like I say, this is the first time I've seen the buildings. This morning, we got out to actually take a look. The first time I've seen it.
These are ambulances going to the river, to the dock, to pick up more wounded, more broken bodies. Procession of ambulances. These ambulances are going to take the wounded to the hospitals in New Jersey. You hear the sirens? I'm going to be quiet so you can hear the sirens.
Those police cars coming straight through there. Part of the World Trade. Man, you saw us.
You can't see it. The smoke is covered up.
Whole police folks.
Now, we can't. Follow me. Right here, you see a green roof with 2 American flags. And now we're going to move to the left. Right in there is where fumes and fire were just recently coming. What you have is a plane down there that's burning jet fuel on top of the 2 skyscrapers. And that's where a lot of the smoke is coming from.
Whole police folks.
These are the fighter jets.
Yeah, fighter.
That's a helicopter. Just start from the beginning.
No, all of a sudden I see the lights in my building, in my apartment, go out. They go out like that, and I said something is bad with electricity. And then I hear an explosion. I look through the window, and everybody was running. It was apocalyptic. Everybody was running, but they weren't running. But still, the main thing had not happened because I went up there to the penthouse, and the building was on fire. But I said, this is going to collapse. It was almost to the middle, on fire to the middle. And then all of a sudden, it fell down. And I went down to I called the security in my apartment and said, you have to come down to the lobby. So I go to the lobby, and the men were all crying. And the children were happy and with their mothers, but the men were crying and crying. And they told us, go to the 3rd floor. go to the third floor because in the third floor there's more security. So we go to the third floor and there was a good woman giving us water. And then they told us, get out of here because gasoline can explode and we will go all on fire, the whole New York.
What building were you in?
I was in a beautiful 21 West Street. It's a beautiful building built at the beginning of the century, in the 30s. It was built in the 30s.
Yeah.
And it's a landmark. It's a beautiful building.
Right.
And I hope nothing happens, you know. But not everybody believes. Not everybody believes that the gasoline can explode. You know.
Did they account for all of the 8 airplanes?
So far.
They have.
So far, one down,
Mm-hmm.
and these that committed suicide.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
These were suicide planes.
Okay.
So in New York.
This
And
was
the two that
apocalyptic
got-
because you always talk. You know, if they want to do something, they will blow those two buildings. That's what
Yeah.
everybody thought. And all of a sudden it happens, you know. And after 4 years ago, when the other, I don't know when the other one happened, probably 4 years ago, you would have never thought that it would happen again.
The irony is the Statue of Liberty. And if I just pan to the left, there's a broken New York. Statue of Liberty. In New York.
The last two blue buildings here, on the bottom of it, where the
Well, it's not on TV. When it hit it, it took
black building all the way
out.
again,
Took out.
from in there.
That blue boat shot water up